In the last episode of Garage Noise, we started the repair on the Sorento liftgate. We started off by glue pulling with some Kiko tabs and a slide hammer. We used a hammer and a spoon to shape that metal. Then we ground it clean and used the G90E to fine-tune the small dents. Today I'll share how to fill and shape body filler and prepare this panel for paint. The first step is to mix up some filler, and the filler we're using today is the Evercoat Z-Grip. This Z-Grip mixes up 50-1 or 2% by weight. To mix the filler, you want to fold it in and spread it out flat on your palette. You want to fold it in until it's all one uniform color. You want to avoid stirring the filler so you don't introduce air into that filler. That's going to create air pockets and pinholes that'll create problems down the road. For the first coat, you want to get a controlled amount on the end of your spreader and press it into the panel. This will help eliminate any air pockets that are in the filler and help give it a good mechanical adhesion to the panel. As I add filler and smooth out this repair, I'll use less pressure on my spreader. This will allow this filler to fill those low areas and give us enough material to block sand this straight. Because I'm trying to move quickly and efficiently, I'm going to start off by shaping this filler with my orbital sander and some 80 grit sandpaper. Now, I'm not looking to get this body filler straight with the orbital sander, but I just want to rough it in, smooth it out, so I can come along with my 80 grit on my longboard and shape it with the longboard. Now this longboard is flexible, it moves with the contours of the panel, and this tailgate has kind of a crown to it. So we want to make sure that block is flat against the panel when we block it out in order to get it straight. So I'll just quickly smooth out this body filler with my orbital sander, and then I'll add some powdered guide coat. And what this is going to do, it's going to show us any low areas that we have in our filler. So as we're blocking this out with our long block and 80 grit sandpaper, it's going to expose any low areas that we have in our filler, and then we can address those as we need to. I block this panel in sections separated by the body line. So I'm going to do the bottom section first. We're going to block it in a crosshatch pattern or an X pattern, and then we'll move up to this top section and block that. Let's talk about this. I've blocked through and hit some bare metal. So generally when you hit bare metal, you're going to need to tap down that high area. That means you've hit a high area in your metal that's higher than the rest of your panel. So you need to tap that down and probably add some more filler over the entire repair area to block sand it straight. So when I was shaping this metal, I over pulled it just a little bit, and then I did not correct it before I added my filler. So if you're starting out with body filler, you want to make sure you leave that metal a little bit lower than the rest of the panel, maybe 1/8 of an inch. This will allow you room to put body filler down and block sand it flat with the original shape of the panel. And this will help eliminate getting those high areas and blocking through into bare metal. If we look at this repair area, it's all smooth around the edges and it's ready for another coat of filler. Okay, now we're going to change it up a little bit, and because I just need a thin coat, I'm going to take my Z-Grip and I'm going to put an additive in it that's called Plastic Honey. And what this does is it's going to smooth out that body filler, make it more like a glaze. It's going to be a thinner coat, it's going to lay smoother and allow us to block this out a little quicker. You can see here how much Plastic Honey I added to the filler. It doesn't take a whole lot to smooth this out, and you can add as much as you want, but it thins out pretty quick when you add this. And you want to stir this in first, get it all nice and mixed in before you add your hardener. Once it's mixed in, we'll add our hardener. We'll mix that up until it's all one uniform color with no streaks, and then we'll lay a coat of filler over this entire repair area. Now, I did see a little bit of a dent on the other side of the lower portion of this liftgate. We're going to fill that as well. I'll add a little filler on the panel, and then I'll spread it across the repair area. We'll go over this entire repair area, and then we'll move on to the next step. Now I have this block straight with the 80 grit sandpaper. We're going to switch over to 180 grit. We're going to block this body filler and remove those 80 grit scratches from this repair. We want to get all those 80 grit scratches removed, and we want to ideally get it down to a 320 grit scratch before we primer. The body filler is looking really good and really straight. I'm going to feel over this with the palm of my hand. If you want to feel if something's straight, use the palm of your hand and move quickly over that repair, and you can feel any waves or imperfections. Now I'm going to use some 320 grit sandpaper on my orbital sander, and we're going to machine sand all those scratches around the repair area and over the body filler. Now you want to be careful if you're using an orbital sander over your body filler. You've spent a lot of time blocking this straight, and if you use it improperly, you can create waves. So hold it flat against the panel and move quickly. Don't hold it in one particular spot, and you'll be okay. Now that we have our repair all sanded smooth with some 320 grit sandpaper, we've removed those 180 grit scratches. We need to clean it, and for that I'm going to use isopropyl alcohol. Now you can use soap and water or wax and grease remover, but you want to remove all the dust and contaminants that are on this panel anywhere you're spraying primer. Now I'll mask it off. I've back taped the bottom of this tailgate, and then I've rolled the edge of the paper on the side there, and then we just made a hard tape line on the top. But I'm going to stay away from that tape line with my primer as much as possible, because you don't want a primer right up against a hard edge of tape. Today I'm using the U-POL 2K primer. This is a high build primer. It is a direct to metal primer, so you can primer over any little bare metal areas. So this mixes up 4-to-1, 4 parts primer, 1 part activator. We'll mix it up, and I am using the 3M Performance gun with a 1.4 tip. We'll put one good coat on. We'll let it flash off for 10 minutes, and then we'll apply another coat. Now, this gun is set up at very low pressure right now. I have it at about 15 psi on the air pressure. The volume is turned 3 turns out from closed, and I have my fan pattern wide open. 2K urethane primer is a really good primer to use over any repair, because it's a high build primer and you can block it out so it's nice and flat before you paint. Here I'll add the second coat of primer after about 10 to 15 minutes. You can see how it's flashed off. And really 2 coats of primer is really all you need if you've done your body work properly. And then you have enough material to block sand this smooth and get it ready for paint. And here's a good look at the finished repair after we primered it. The next step is to block sand this primer and prepare this panel for paint and clear coat. If you want to learn how to paint your vehicle, check out one of these videos now. I appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time on Garage Noise.